Good morning everybody, it is about 8:30, yeah, 8:30 exactly, on Friday the 28th of October. Checks date. Yeah, welcome to the last few days of Vlogtober. It is 8:30, I have made my breakfast but not eaten it yet. I've got a sausage and fried egg sandwich. Yum, yum. Coffee is ready, so I'm ready for my breakfast. So last night I carried on with the Fair Isle vest, got all that first pattern done and started on the second bit. So now into the Fair Isle, it's knitting up relatively quickly. What I'm finding is the knit rows are knitting up really quickly, the purl rows are slower. I haven't done colour work in back and forth on straight for quite a long time, so the purl rows are slower, and the problem is I keep making mistakes on the purl rows and having to check and think back a few stitches, because when you're knitting on the front you can usually see pretty much straight away if you've made a mistake and the pattern isn't lining up. When you're doing it on the purl, it's much harder to see that the pattern's not lining up. So the purl rows are definitely slower, but it will speed up, I'm sure, as I get going. And I feel quite happy with how much I got done last night. It's very, as the Americans would say, very potato chippy. You know, with potato, with crisps, you're like, oh, just have one more, just have one more. With Fair Isle, I do find, oh, just one more row, or just get this bit completed. So in that respect, it motivates you to keep going. So I will be working on that on and off during the day. That will be the only thing that gets knitted on, I think. When Amelia gets up, we're going to do some Likac work. If I get a chance as well, I've got a little bit of school work to do. And then we're going out for dinner this evening, because it's my husband's birthday on Monday, on Halloween. But we're going out tonight for cocktails and a meal to celebrate that. So yeah, nice day ahead. See you in a bit. Well, good afternoon. What a day. What a day I've had today. I've been really, really busy. So it is 5:30. I knitted on the Fair Isle vest this morning for, I don't know, about an hour and a half or so. Got quite a bit done, and then did a little bit more, just done a little bit more this afternoon. So I think when I showed it to you this morning I had done that bit, but anyway, so this is the next section. So this is as far as I have got with it. I had been worried when I was doing this bit yesterday and I kept measuring it. It looked like my gauge was too tight and it was going to be too small. But now actually, as I've got into the Fair Isle and kind of found my tension, last time I checked the tension it was bang on gauge. But actually last time I measured it across it seems to be really big, so I don't know. But to be fair, it doesn't give you finished garment measurements, it just tells you the measurements for the chest size. So anyway, it's coming up bang on gauge. So yeah, I've got that far done, which I'm really pleased with actually. It's looking really good. Time wise, I don't know. I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of time on it tomorrow, but then I also need to do some marking tomorrow. So we'll see. As I say, the purl rows are the slowest, but so I worked on that for a bit this morning. Then I had some lunch. Then Amelia had finally got up because she was supposed to be helping me. So we've got all the Advent orders sorted. She was a really good help actually. So we've got everything packaged up, and yeah, that's pretty much 90%, 95% job done. I think the problem is with the Advent this year, last year I started dyeing the minis during the summer holidays, and then between the summer holidays and half term, at the weekends I did things like some of the labelling and things like that. This year, because of the exam marking I was doing, and I ended up exam marking during the holidays as well, I didn't actually get any of the Advents dyed during the holiday, which then meant I didn't start on the actual dyeing the minis until the weekends through September and October. So all the labels and everything else, everything's been done in this last week, and that's just actually cut everything very fine really. So lesson learned, well, I mean, next year anyway, they shouldn't be, the exam marking should not go on for as long as it did this year, I don't think. So, I mean, I said that I'd have them out by the end of October, and I will have them out by the end of October. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure people wouldn't mind if they're out by, you know, as long as they get them before the start of December. But from my point of view, it makes sense to get them done during half term. But next year I just need to make sure I have more stuff done before half term. And yeah, I know exactly why. And also we've had a couple of weekends out as well for visiting some universities and things like that. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a tighter time schedule. But yeah, never mind. I am really pleased. And as Amelia was helping me with them this afternoon, she was going, yeah, it's really pretty. And so but I thought I would also have a quick chat. Yesterday I showed you the Knitting magazine, and I had a quick look through it, and there's some really nice patterns in this one. So this is available in the UK, digitally or in paper. It's monthly or 2 monthly. I'm not sure if it's monthly or bi-monthly. But anyway, I do like the knitter. And I love, you know, as I'm into my Fair Isle at the moment, I do love this whole set. This is absolutely the vibe that I'm into at the moment, this sort of Fair Isle vibe, and I love those colours. They're very me, aren't they? I haven't forgotten that I'm planning on doing a colourwork scarf, actually. But I might have a look at some of these patterns as well to give me some ideas for the pattern work that I will use for my cowl or scarf. But I just thought I would show you some of the things that are in here this month, because I think there's some really nice things in here. So I was going to put sticky notes on, but I didn't get around. I've been so busy. I did do some schoolwork this afternoon as well. I had to do some IT stuff with that. I quite like that actually. So I quite like the lace work on it. I like the neckline, a long sweater. So I quite like that. It's a Sarah Hatton design, and I have to say, Martin Story and Sarah Hatton are two designers that used to design for Rowan, and they are two designers that so often I'll see something of theirs appear in a magazine or Rowan or just on an advert, and I like that, and discover it's one of those two designers. I seem to be really drawn to their designs. So yeah, I quite like that sweater or jumper. It is, let me just see if I can see what yarn it uses in case you are interested. Oh, it uses a DK weight. Well, it uses a Mulberry Soft KC collection. I don't know who KC is. King Cole, I guess. Mulberry Soft DK, which is 70% baby alpaca and 30% mulberry silk. I wonder if KC collection is the posh name for King Cole. I wonder. I don't know. Anyway. So that sweater, I do like that. I like that a lot. Okay, what else did I see in here? They've got quite a lot of colour work in this month's magazine, actually. So I don't think it's just me that's into colour work at the moment. I think it's a fashion thing. So yeah, I love this. Absolutely love this. Really love the colours it's done in as well. And that's by Mary Henderson, who I don't know. But it uses the Mary Wallin wools, and I've mentioned Mary Wallin before. She used to be a Rowan designer, specialises in colour work. There's a man's scarf there. A bit boring, that one. You also get in the knitter, you get information, like you get reviews of different yarns, you get interviews with different people. There's another colourwork cardigan here. Not so keen on that one, looks a bit boxy. So not so bothered about that one. I do like this shawl. I like this shawl a lot. That's really nice. It's a semicircle one, I think. It's by Bronna Miskelly, and the pattern itself is called Maram. It says, inspired by autumn leaves, this semicircular shawl uses an elegant lace pattern. So I do like that. That's a nice shawl, actually. I haven't really been inspired by many shawls recently, but I like the way she's holding it. She's styling it there and there. So that's a nice one. You need 200 grams for that shawl. So then there is an interview with a shepherd and designer, Katie Allen. Not sure if I've heard of her. I haven't read that yet. There's an interview, lots of lovely pictures of her with her sheep. Cardigan here, don't like this one. Yeah, it's not for me. What else is there? It's a textured cardigan, isn't there? I do like these socks, although bizarrely, they look just fairly straightforward. Bizarrely, it gives you the pattern that it says about working 2 at a time, and they're helical striped, and it sounds to me just the way of making it a lot more complicated than it needs to be, doing them 2 at a time. Simple little scarf there, lace scarf. Not so keen on that one. There's a man's, I suppose there's a lot of Fair Isle. There's a Fair Isle tam or beanie hat there. There's a man's vest, which I kind of like. I like the textured bit, but I don't like that textured bit down the front. I think that's a bit weird. That's Pat Mencini. She's another big designer for magazines, actually. She definitely used to knit for, design for Simply Knitting. That looks kind of like a brioche style, I think. Sort of like a capelet or poncho. Not so keen on that one myself. Maybe if it was in different colours, perhaps it's the colours that put me off. Not sure if it is brioche actually. No, I haven't looked at that close, so it's not. Looks like it's done sideways on with short rows actually. Yeah, it looks like there's pearl rows in between. Maybe in pinks and purples, that could be quite nice. What does it use? It uses a King Cole Aran weight. Okay. Fair Isle mitts. Fair Isle is obviously very fashionable at the moment. I'm actually in with the fashion for a change. Maybe even slightly ahead of it. Usually I'm about 2 years behind. And another big, this is Martin Story, Colourwork Cow. I really like the flowers on that. I would definitely do it in different colours. It looks like quite a spring design. Mind you, if you started on it now, you might have it finished by spring. So, yeah, I think that's it for... Oh no, look! Yeah, look, there is a Fair Isle dog jacket. Now, before you tell me to do this for Stu, and I know he would look very handsome in it, he would look so handsome in that. Stu doesn't like wearing jackets or clothes or whatever, unfortunately. But I know he would look so handsome. I mean, come on, you could imagine Stu in that, couldn't you? But he wouldn't wear it, or he wouldn't walk anywhere. Mind you, because he wouldn't walk anywhere wearing it. He doesn't walk anywhere without a jacket either. And then lastly, there is a little child's hoodie there, zipped hoodie. So yeah, it's quite a lot in there, particularly a lot of colour work this month. Oh yeah, is that another? Was there another? No. Yes. Sorry. There is a colourwork cushion cover as well. That'd be a good stash buster, or be good for using minis or advents maybe. That's nice. So yes, I'm all about the colourwork at the moment, and so is the knitter. So for once, I'm actually on trend. That's amazing. So I would just show you that in a little bit more detail if you were considering buying this month's magazine, and that is what is in it. Those are the patterns that are in it anyway. And there's probably more in there than usual. And there's normally, in most sort of copies of the knitter, there's normally a couple of patterns that I like the look of. But that one, there's a lot. I just keep being drawn back to that front cover because I just love that set. Love that set. Right, anyway, thank you for joining me. We are off out this evening, so I need to go and get myself ready, put my glad rags on, put a bit of makeup on, straighten my hair, make myself look a bit more presentable. I did yesterday, actually. I bought another couple of dresses in our charity shop. Our closest charity shop, somebody had obviously had a clear out of a whole load of dresses, still with tags on, where they obviously couldn't be bothered to send them back to, I think they were mostly Boohoo. And they obviously couldn't be bothered to send them back. So there's a whole load of dresses that were kind of my size, hopefully my size. I haven't tried any of them on. I picked up three. One was an H&M dress, which had tags on, and that's the one that I'm hoping to wear tonight. Haven't tried it on, so I need to go and try it on. Then there was a Boohoo brown one that would be for work, and then there was a black flowery one as well that I'm not sure about. But fingers crossed the black H&M one will be a nice one for going out this evening, so we'll see how that fits. So yeah, so we're going out, going to a nice restaurant. We're probably going to go and have some cocktails in a bar first, a couple of cocktails, and then walk down. And it's my husband's birthday this weekend, so there will probably be a fair amount drunk tonight, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, we will probably have a bottle of wine or two with our meal, and say a few cocktails beforehand, so I'm looking forward to it. Alright, thank you my lovelies, thank you for watching. Oh, one other thing that happened today, Stu had a haircut, so I'm going to show you a picture or a little bit of video. I'll just go back up to the house before I put this together. So the end of the vlog today will have some footage, hopefully, of Stu with his haircut, with his new bandana. Whenever he goes to a haircut, the hair groomer always gives him a new bow tie or a new bandana. So he's got a new bandana today. So I will show you. You won't recognise him. He looks so different when he's just come back from the groomers. So different. You won't recognise him. He's not his little fluffy teddy bear self at the moment. So that will be the end. Okay guys, and thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Stu. Here's my handsome boy. Where's my handsome boy? Stu. Stu. Good boy. Oh, aren't you gorgeous? Thank you, Stu.